Political apathy is a serious concern for democracy in Australia, as a vast majority of young Australians feel they are out of touch with the political process.
It's an enormous problem. It always has been a problem. You know, Australia has been a land of milk and honey for a couple of centuries.
Although political apathy is a growing problem in all societies, Griffith University is trying to change this by encouraging young students to engage in Australian politics.
Well, look, it's the kind of course that brings together politics, public relations, journalism, civic affairs. It's a hands-on course, it's a role-play course, and it really brings politics to life. And we know from opinion polls that a majority of younger Australians under the age of 25, for example, believe that democracy isn't the best form of ordering government.
According to our What's Up in Your World survey, 1 in 3 young Australians feel they are disconnected and apathetic about what's going on around them, and only 22% believe our elected officials are working in the best interests of the country.
Overall, we don't teach enough politics or civics educations in primary school, and certainly not in secondary school. So we get students coming to university and they've never even had a ballot paper explained to them. So this sort of thing is absolutely important.
The Media Campaign Strategies course offered at Griffith University has been highly praised by students undertaking it for changing political apathy in young Australians and for keeping students engaged in Australian politics.
I think media campaign strategies was a perfect way to bring real life into a subject. For a lot of us, I think we were not so much aware of what was going around or happening around us politically, and media campaign strategies was an interesting way to show us and to make us more aware of what's happening in the political nature around Australia.
Young Australians do care passionately about issues in their community. However, they have just stopped believing that politicians will resolve them.
Before I started media campaign strategies, I think I was interested if something interesting came to me. If a big news release or a big media release came out that I took interest in, but I wasn't so much concerned with people or with little details in politics, and I think from doing media campaign strategies, it's definitely made me more aware of what's happening or who's in power.
Do you think it's important for young Australians to understand politics?
I do now. Having been through the subject, I'm definitely more aware of how much stake we have in the future of our politics and the future of our leaders, and it's important to be informed. It's important to know what's happening out there and what our politics have to say.
The same-sex marriage plebiscite in 2017 saw more than 98,000 people added to the voting roll, 65,000 of which were aged 18 to 24. A good result praised by officials.
Young people got the voting bug, they got on the roll, they love filling out that ballot paper and mailing it off and seeing the result come in. And I think it really brought home to a lot of young Australians that voting matters. Voting can change things. So look, I'm optimistic for the future. We have been a very apathetic country in the past, but I can see that changing.
Definitely, I'm definitely more confident about myself being more informed and myself in making a decision of who I'm voting for and what I would like to see in a leader and a political party.
A positive outcome that our democracy needs to stop political apathy in young Australians. Ben Harden reporting for The Source News.